should start to tick down. There they are, so less than 5 seconds. Who's going to get the best start? We wait and see. It looked like a good start for Paul there. He immediately was looking for a gap, but Matty J does get away from pole position despite the extra weight. They all come firing through up towards Quarry then. Let's see. Any moves get done early. Everyone behaving themselves pretty much by the looks of it. Dave Rose battling away with Harrison there. That's Tom Simpkins on the inside. It's coming into the chicanes. They're going to have to be careful through here. It's Dave and Tom. Dave gives way to Tom. So everyone just about making it through. That's Josh on the grass in the background. Thankfully no harm done as John goes really wide. He's going to get it collected though and rejoin. So thankfully everyone so far has made it through relatively unscathed. Now can anyone get themselves in front of Matty J? Jake staying right with him for now. He's going to need a really good run through the last corner, hoping that the slipstream effect might come into play. Guys, we're saying in the practice server, it does give you a little bit of an advantage. So if Jake can stay close enough, as Matty goes wide, doesn't appear to have lost too much momentum, but here comes Jake, definitely reeling him in. Is Matt going to defend early? We'll have to wait and see. Yes, he does. He goes to the right-hand side of the circuit. Although Jake not able to draw himself alongside. He was definitely closing him in. And that's them two through. Quarry and Jake's looking for the switchback then. Definitely got an overlap. Almost side by side as they come into the chicane then. Oh, so close to contact. And in fact, there is a little bit on the exit. As Matt drifts wide, it sends Jake wide onto the rumble strip. Paul, unfortunate there. He got hung out to dry. And that is Rob Fowler past Paul and looking at a move on Jake. Gonna have to be careful because we've seen this all series where the guys start battling behind Matty J and they just allow him to escape. As Paul and Tom have a bit of a coming together in the chicane and Tom forces his way through into 4th place. Ever the opportunist, Tom Simpkins. And that's Dave Rose having a look at Paul as well. It's not going to happen for him this time through. And Harrison just off the back of the group as well. So Harrison going well. Just breaking away from Alex at the start of that next pack. Yeah. Doing well. So after the little bit of squabbling that we've seen, there's just been that gap open up. It's just, it just ticked over to a second now. Can Jake do anything about it? Certainly going to try. Oh, as Tom's got it wrong into the chicane, so Tom is going to drop right to the back. He reverses himself out of the way and he has to rejoin. And off he goes again at the back of the grid, but he's going to be quite a way off. He's 4.5 seconds back. And he's going to be absolutely gutted about that. So it has allowed Dave Rose has got up into 4th then. So Dave, who is actually a medical car driver at Castle Combe. So if you're ever at Castle Combe for a meeting, Dave is normally driving the Honda CR-V medical car around the circuit. So he certainly knows his way around it. See Ross and Ben as well. Ross getting very sideways on the exit. Both on the way. Leaderboard app am I using? To be honest, I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. I was using ACTV previously. I can't remember what this one's called, so apologies. Gap at the front, just checking in on that. So Jake just keeping in touch with Matty J at the moment. He was slightly slower on that last lap, but that gap has come under a second again, so do wonder what the lap times will be this time through. Jake played with understeer in the practice session, so a reoccurrence of that would not be handy to him as he goes wide. Going to cost him a little bit of time on the exit there. Obviously pushing like crazy to try and get back on the rear bumper. Matty J, as usual, unflappable up at the front. It's a 800ths in it between those two on lap times. Rob Fowler's actually putting in some good laps himself, but he's not able to close in. He's got to hope that Jake does get up to Matty J and starts battling with him, as Paul is looking for that position back from Dave Rose. Dave is going to drift wide under braking, and Paul gets the car down the inside and gets that move done. Dave immediately looking to have a go back at the chicane, but thinks better of it. That's Paul through the chicane and completes that move as Harrison goes across the grass a bit in the background then. And he's going to cost himself a lot of time and momentum, and gives Alex McGee the opportunity here. He's got that done before they get down to Tower Corner then. Harrison's going to look for the switchback. He's got a good run, but it's not going to be enough going into the chicane. Maybe try and fight back into turn one then. Just seeing the gap at the front there stretched open a little bit further again, so yeah, half a second off Jake that time through, so Matt starting to stretch his legs and just pull away now. So see Dave is not giving up on this battle for fourth place as it stands. See there's a group of cars in the background as well. That was Parker, Ben Hanks and John Walker. Ross Parker sticking a nose down the inside, but Ben hanging it round the outside. He's kept that position, he's defending really well. I'll go barreling in to the S's then. Tom caught them back up, he's very sideways and drifted on the exit. Gathers the car together, flash of the lights as well there just to try and put the guys off. You can see him flashing like crazy with those Momo stickers over the lights. Definitely an opportunity going to come. He's looking for it. Oh, he's sideways on the exit. Oh, and that's Alex off in the foreground there. Oh, as Tom gets into the back with John Walker. Guys all escape though. And there's Alex. He's right on the racing line, going slow. Nowhere for him to go, and everyone swallows him up and goes past. Here comes Josh as well in the background. I think I was going to comment on Josh. It looked like he made a mistake last lap because he was on a 21.4. Meanwhile, up at the front, so Jake did a 16.4 on that last lap, which is an incredible time, really. Be interested to see how he's managed that one, but yeah, absolutely mega time from Jake. Can he keep that up? He's gained so much time, 7/10 over that last lap. Another lap similar to that, and he's going to be right on the case again. He's definitely closing by the looks of it. It's 0.7. It's getting closer. As there's a load of swapping then. Sorry, we'll come back to this battle and keep an eye on the battle at the front on the gaps. But Tom has managed to pick his way through then. There's Dave Rose. So something's happened to Dave Rose that's sent him to the back of this group. But all the guys running wide, swapping and changing positions, has allowed Harrison up into 5th place there, so that's good for Harrison. Oh, it's Tom and John Walker then. John looking for a move down the inside into Camp Corner at the bottom, and in fact has cost himself a load of time and momentum there. And he's lost out to Ben. Ben looking for a move on Tom Simpkins. Alex McGee's gone past John. Here comes Josh as well. John able to fend off from Alex, but is he going to be able to fend off Josh Copeland as well. Here comes Josh down the outside. Gonna have... Oh, is John... Okay, that was some farmer internet. Hopefully... Looks like everyone managed to escape that, so as confusing as it was for us, it's worked out, thankfully, for the guys. Ross Parker's had an incident somewhere as well, a 32 on that last lap, so unfortunate that he's off the back of the pack. Meanwhile, though, we will jump back to the leaders now, as that gap has shrunk right down. It's less than half a second, and Jake will probably start to feel the benefit of that bit of toe. So can he start to make moves on Mighty J? It's taking him a long time to get back onto terms with him. He's pretty much there with him now. Hopefully he can start to add the pressure on. Evening, thanks for jumping in the chat. We'll keep... What is Jake going to have a look down here? Is not quite, but you can see the effect of the slipstream working there, just edging him ever so closer. And through into Bobby's then. Both guys pretty neat through there. A little bit of a slide from Mighty J. Kept his momentum then, going down into the last corner and ready to start the penultimate lap of this race. 17.3s to both of them. Nothing in it lap time wise. There's quite a lot swapping and changing further down the grid. I didn't want to change from these guys at the front at the moment. Jake looks to try and find a way past Mighty J. Just taking ever so quick look at these guys. See what's happening here. Comes Alex then. Pulls out the slipstream. Tom has managed to break away from these guys now after being involved with all the battling. There's Ben on the outside. He's going to try and keep the car running. Seen him do it a couple times, but Alex should have the move done by the looks of it by the time they get into the brakes. Ben will slot in behind before Dave Rose appears on the scene, and that is Alex back up into 7th place then. I think Jake's made a mistake this lap, so it's gone up to 1.1, 1.2 seconds, so Matty Johnston should be comfortable at the front. This is the main battle on the circuit. As Josh looks for a way past Dave Rose, it's not going to happen this time. It did say Josh should start increasing, increasing his pace, decreasing his lap times. He's looking for the move. Dave trying to cover him off quite late. Just not able to find a way through at the moment. So they're all coming on to the final lap. Going to have the slipstream down the main straight then. Going into quarry, Dave defends early. Sticks to the right hand side. He's going to try and force Josh the long way round. In the meantime, there's Ben as well. So can Josh get the switch back? He's certainly trying it. Not quite happening for him there. I'm going to go side by side into the S's. And Dave defending well. Just see where the leaders are on the grid then. So Matty Johnston just got the one corner left to take the victory in this first race. Should keep it nice and neat through there. I'm sure there'll be a flash of the lights in a minute. There they are. And that is Matt Johnston with another victory just in front of Jake this time. Rob Fowler in third, in front of Paul Hayer and Harrison. Good result for Harrison, that. And Tom Simpkins in a lowly 6th place, but a good recovery drive from him there. Got Alex, Ben Hanks, Dave Rose. Oh, him and Josh so close, sending each other off at the end, but so close in that battle. But a good race for everyone there. I think, yeah, it is just Ross that we're waiting for then. He comes to cross the line. That should be him through then. And speaking of ACC anyway, we do have a one-off event this Sunday, which is a Ferrari challenge. So we're using the Ferrari, the Challenge Evos. We're racing at Mazzano, so we've got 2 sprint races for that on Sunday. Sign up is on Simracing GP. If you want to check that out. So meanwhile, lights are coming on then. Ready to start this race too. And the way they go, it's a much better start for Jake this time through, as he stays alongside Matty J. They all start to fan out then as they come up towards Quarry. Matty J got the advantage, he's kept that car in front. Here comes Jake. Gonna try and go the long way round. He squeezes Matty on the inside. He's gonna get forced wide, and Rob Fowler is desperately trying to make a move as well. Almost going 3 wide there into the S's. But Jake cuts back across and will rejoin in behind Matty Johnston, so hopefully he can stick with him this time. Everyone seems to have got through unscathed, so we'll just cut back as Jake looks to be trying to make a move early. These two are already just starting to gap Rob Fowler a tiny bit there. Saw how quick they were in race 1. It's looking the same again this time through. Just to answer, sorry, Gary, there probably will be someone about tomorrow night, so just keep an eye if someone's in the chat, sort of normally 7:30 onwards. I'm sure they'll be able to help you. So anyway then, lap 1 is completed. And that is a Harrison and Tom having a good battle there. Let's go up towards turn 1. Or Jake looking for a move again. He went to the outside. Was going to go for a switchback. It looks like he's just about got an overlap. Is it going to be far enough alongside, or is he going to back out? No, he is going to stick alongside. They're going to slow each other up, but Jake is alongside. He's going to get himself in front here. And he does. He gets the car in front of Matty Johnston in all the melee. Paul's managed to get himself past Rob Fowler as well, and Paul immediately looking to attack Matty Johnston. Matt defending on the inside. But yeah, Paul up into 3rd place then. And Rob dropped down to 4th. So what can Jake do now? He's done the difficult bit really, trying to find that way past Matty Johnston. Saw how quick he was in race 1. Will he be able to stretch away from these guys? Certainly going to need to keep his cool in that fantastic Windows 95 livery of his. Everyone else still fairly close. There's Josh and Dave having a good battle in the background as well, by the looks of it, coming to Quarry. Here comes Josh. Max thought he was backing out of that, but he's going to get the car stopped and on the apex, but probably slower on the exit. Yes, he is. So Dave keeps that position for now. John just off the back of the group, so I think there's been a mistake from him in this race. Harrison leading a bit of a train from 6th place onwards. That's Alex McGee, Ross Parker and Ben Hanks following him. So these guys 3.5 seconds off the back of that leading pack. Harrison keeping it nice and neat. Go through Bobby's then towards the last corner. Harrison again getting a good run through there. Alex not able to get a look in this time through. We'll go through the final corner. Harrison did go slightly wide. Oh, there was a contact with Alex, and then Ross had nowhere to go. Tapped the back of Alex and into the barrier. And it's a good job that damage isn't on, as Ross has been able to continue off the back of this group. So here comes Alex then, looking for a move down the inside after a flash of the lights. Harrison trying to hang it round the outside. And he is able to cling on to that position. So Alex all over the back of him. Not able to find a way past it at the moment. It's quite scrappy through there. And Ben's going to be having a look now. Try and go the long way round and down the straight. Has to tuck back in again. Going to have another look. Is he down the outside into Tower? No, Alex holds on for now then. So we'll just cut back up towards the front. In fact, let's have a look at Matty Johnston. Clinging to the back of Jake. So Jake doing a 16.8. 16.9 and 16.7, a fastest lap of the race for Matt Johnston there. And these two absolutely flying. Paul, to be fair, doing a 16.7 as well. So Paul not hanging about at all, as Matty Johnston pulls out at the last second, dives down the inside and gets the car stopped. Has Jake managed to get the run back on the switchback? No, he hasn't. So that is Matt Johnston back into the lead of this race. Close as you like through the S's. Will allow Paul just to creep in that little bit though. See it, half a second that gap. Say all the overtakes and defending that they do, it's just going to allow him to run his normal line and get back in touch with these guys. Barreling into Bobby's. A little bit sideways on the exit there for Matty J, but not costing him any momentum by the looks of it. So tricky with these cars, not got much horsepower, and any real slide in them just costs so much momentum as they just bog down. They haven't got the power to just sort of drift through it and keep going. Yeah, it was a bit of an untidy lap. 16.6, another fastest lap for Matty J. 16.7 for Paul again, so Paul doing another good lap, but 17.4 for Jake. So yeah, actually, with including the overtake, that's one hell of a lap for Matty Johnston there. Let's come into the S's then for the 6th time through. Tom unfortunately off the back of the group. Bit of a lonely 5th place at the moment. Just about the closest battle on the circuit, and thankfully it is a battle for the lead as well, so keep an eye on these guys. It's a good run through for Jake that time through. You can see almost bump drafting Matty J down the straight towards the final corner. He thinks about the outside line. Matt not defending too much, but he's going to have to defend now, as Jake is absolutely pushing him like crazy over the line. He's going to be thinking about a move. Matt goes to the inside, he's going to defend into Quarry Bend then. Jake, looking for the late switch. He's got the car stopped on the apex. Has he got the momentum out the corner as well? Don't think he has. No, he doesn't. And here comes Paul. Paul definitely going to have a look, is he? No, not quite. So it was almost a great move by Jake that you could see. As Paul sideways on the exit of the S's there and has cost himself quite a bit of time. Rob not close enough to capitalise at the minute. But yeah, Jake with that late switch back on the brakes. Nearly pulled the move off. He's still right on the bumper of Matty J. As they come into Bobby's again. Through the left. This is where Jake was so quick on that last lap. He's not been able to carry the same momentum this time through. In fact, he did a 16.4 on that last lap, so it was the fastest lap that last lap through for Jake, and it was mega quick. Just lost a few car lengths through that final sector. He's going to have to regroup and try again. Same for Paul, he's got Rob Fowler for company now. After that mistake coming out the S's. Fantastic close racing from all these guys so far. Remember, we have got that reverse grid race to come as well, which currently it'll be Ross Parker on pole position for. Cutting that really fine close to the barriers. Jake that little bit quicker through. The gap is shrinking down the straight, so he's going to be getting himself into a position to attack very, very shortly. Definitely seems to be the strongest area of the track for Jake this bit. Got a pretty good run through there again. He's trying to carry it through the final corner. See if he can get himself as close to the bumper as he did before. And maybe have a chance into turn one. Using all the road. Plenty of grip out there from what the guys have been saying. Yeah, 16.7, so 0.3 quicker that lap. He's going to start lining him up for a move. You would imagine. Going to go for the outside line again. Doesn't go for the switchback this time. He's going to try and hang it round the outside. Get on the power as early as he can. Can he get the overlap? He has. He's going to try and hang it, is he? Should give each other room. They do. Mike Johnston's going to hold on for now. Has he cost himself the run? No, he hasn't. So, giving each other plenty of space and room that time through. Again, Jake just trying to switch back on the apex there, but not quite able to get it done. So he's going to have another go to both drift through the exit then. Jake with another good run. It's costing them both time to Paul Hayo and Rob Fowler behind them. Coming up to start the penultimate lap. It's action-packed here at the front of this race. Jake's definitely going to want to make a move this time through if he can. You can see the two guys closing in behind them. The last thing he needs is them to be getting involved as well. Pulled out nice and early as if for the corner. He hasn't. Matt's going to get it stopped and on the apex. Jake, has he got the exit? No, not quite. Again, into the S's. Will he be able to get a run this time through? They're absolutely sending it through there. You can see the cars making all sorts of shapes. And that is Jake alongside then. Gets a brilliant run coming through Paddock Bend. And he will have the inside. He just drifts slightly wide. There's a little bit of door open by the looks of it. But that looks like Jake should be able to get hold of this position. Yeah, Matt Johnston slots in behind, but gets a good run on the exits. That's Rob Fowler then on the grass. Paul manages to avoid him on the rejoin. But yeah, that's Rob in fourth place. Just cost them both a little bit of time, that, and Jake holding on for dear life as it stands. As they come on to this final lap then. Close as you like. Will he elect to defend early? He sticks to that right hand side. He's forcing Matt to go to the outside line. Going to try and keep this neat. Probably send him wide on the exit. No, he gives him plenty of room. A lot of respect between these guys, not forcing each other wide and off the track. And Matty J is going to have a big opportunity here as he turns into the S's. That car sideways through both corners, and it's in a fantastic overtake that. As Rob got it wrong again, and he is grass tracking. Rejoins ahead of Tom. Jake really, he's got maybe one opportunity left. He's got a fantastic run through there. Needs to do the same through the final chicane at Bobby's. Can he get a run on the exit? Not looking like it. In fact, Paul is looking to mount a late attack here. Going to switch it back to the inside. Jake covers it. He's going to go back to the outside. He's going to try and switch it back. Coming through the last corner, and it's not going to be enough. So that will be Matty J with another victory ahead of Jake. Rob Fowler clings on to 5th place in the end. So top Alex in 6th place there, ahead of Harrison, Dave Rose. We've got Ben Hanks, Josh Copeland in 10th, in front of John Walker, and then Ross Parker is in 11th place at the moment. So that is all the guys through. I think Ross has had an issue again because he's off the back of the grid, so he must have had a bit of a mistake somewhere. But yeah, close as you like up at the front. Epic battle all the way through that. For the start of this race. Lights should be coming on. There they go, the 5-second lights. And they are underway. And it looks like a pretty even start. Josh getting a good run, actually. Sir Jake and Tom are already banging doors. They're all going to fan and file their way through quarries. It stands someone all over the grass. Is that John or Paul? That was Paul, actually. So Ben looking for a way down the inside of John. They're all squeezing up, squeezing up. That's John going to get turned. If he's not careful, John does it ever so well to keep that in line. And that is Josh out in front on his own so far. And Jake is already up to 3rd place. Oh, there was a big incident there. That's John, Paul, Tom and Ben, I think, all involved in that. There's, yeah, it's John that got fully turned round in the end. Everyone rejoining. And Ben trying to weave his way through the guys rejoining there as well. So that is Josh, as I say, managed to get away cleanly. And he's out in front. He's got Dave Rose about a second behind him as it stands. Jake and Matty Johnston, after all that chaos going on in front, are already up into 3rd and 4th place. So those guys are going to be gunning for the victory in this one, you would imagine, as Jake already looking for a way past Dave. Wants to try and get these moves done as quick as possible to try and stay away from Matty Johnston. Again, he's going to look for the outside. Here comes Matty J, closing in whilst they battle. Has Jake got any sort of overlap on Dave? No, he hasn't. Dave covers off nice and early then as they go into the S's, and he's holding these two up massively. There's Ross and Harrison and Rob Fowler in the background as well. Rob has just managed to work his way past Harrison then. So I think that's Paul looking to make a move on Tom in the background as well. See those guys through, but meanwhile, oh, there was a little bit of contact and Jake's going to have to avoid the tyres and cut the chicane as Matty Johnston's gone really wide. And across the grass, he's sideways. He's somehow managed to get that back under control. I think he's Matty J practicing for the weekend, and the Targa Rally he's going to be doing in a BMW Compact, so showing off his off-road driving skills there. So they're both going to have to reset and have another go at trying to get past Dave Rose. Both of them completely... Dave really helping Josh out. So Josh doing a 17.9. Good lap from him. And yeah, allowing him to just escape and put a bit of a gap in. I'm going to say they're not going to go 3 wide, surely. Yeah, Harrison backs out of that going into the... Oh, Ross and Harrison both hit the tyres on the inside. Harrison does the good thing there, just gets himself, stays on the brakes, lets the guys go around him, and in fact managed to just reverse slightly out of the way. So unfortunate, it's going to put him way off the back of the pack as I think Ross has given up or he's had a mistake. He was going across the grass to try and rejoin, but he's obviously donutted a bit there. Yeah, Harrison have been having a good evening. Meanwhile, this battle will resume for second place, and Dave Rose defending for all he's worth. And it looks like they've got a run this time. Jake going on that outside line. Really had good momentum coming out the last corner. There's door banging between Dave and Jake. Matty J is going to be desperately looking for the move as well. Dave's going to stick to the inside. He's going to dive back down the inside. And he's going to allow Matty J through here, I think. Yeah, Matty J using all his racecraft. Let the two guys in front get on with it. And then just snuck down the inside, and he goes straight up from fourth into second, 2 for 1. Thank you very much. Oh, he gets it wrong on the exit, but should get away with that. He says, curse of the commentator, doesn't look like it has. So Jake, is he going to come back? He is. He's going to go back past Matty Johnston. So in a roundabout way, they've both made their way through on Dave Rose. Certainly not conventional, but they've got the moves done. And now they're going to set off after Josh Copeland. They've got 6 laps in which to close the gap. And with the pace that they have been running this evening, you wouldn't put it past them. So unfortunately, I think the rest of the grid looking as though it's just spread out a little bit. As Rob Fowler looks to get past Dave Rose, I think Dave might have made a mistake, because that is Rob straight through them up into fourth place. You can see the cars in the background sort of line astern at the moment. Yeah. Will these two stick together and catch up Josh first before they resume their battle? Remains to be seen. Josh just disappearing through. He didn't have a great lap last time through, an 18.2 compares to the 17s from these two behind him, but we know these two are good for 16s when they're on it. Going wide and on the grass is not going to help though. Electing not to make the switch back that Josh did there. I think Josh made a mistake again, because he cost himself probably about a second there through Bobby's. See what it was like, yeah, 19.0, so not a good lap from Josh. Is the pressure starting to build and ramp up on him as these two start honing into view? Jake close on the brakes there. They both go wide. It seems to have a lot of grip offline. Certainly not slowing him down. You'll see the rear of the car getting light under the brakes. Using all of the curb and then some. How much are they going to close? They're definitely bringing it down again this lap. Josh having a better lap. I think it was the chicane last time through that cost him a lot of time. Seems a much cleaner run this time through. All the while those laps are ticking down, so the longer he can keep the gap, the better his chances of holding on to this. So 17.2, that's a really good lap from Josh actually. His fastest, I would say, all evening. It's a 16.8 from Jake, but we know how rapid that is. So yeah, Josh really got himself up to speed over the course of the evening. Excuse me. Oh, saying that, he's gone wide, so hopefully not cost him too much time. Oh, and he's clipped the tyres on the inside. He's going to go across the grass and rejoin the track a bit later. The car's going to be sideways, so he will be losing time. And Jake's going to have an easy run at this. Straight down the inside. So, yeah, just clip that inside tyre barrier. And it sent the car across the grass and the infield. So unfortunate for Josh. Just needs to try regroup himself a little bit now. See if he can maybe have a look at Jake. If not, he's going to have to defend from Matty J. Which is definitely easier said than done. To come through the final corner then. On to start lap 8. How much is Josh going to defend here? You can see Matt in the slipstream. He is going to defend nice and early. Jake taking that tight line as well before moving back to the normal racing line. Matt going to try and go around the outside. Josh is going to force him wide. Just leaves that car's width. I think Matty J is going to be through here. He does. He gets the car stopped. Oh, and Josh clips the tyres again. And that is going to be Josh across the infield for the second time. 2 laps in a row. Needs to be careful here not to spin the car. Just about gathers it together. And it's going to be Dave Rose, his old sparring partner of the evening, who's going to look to come back past. He's going to go the long way round, is he? Just trying to prevent it. Side by side into Bobby's. Someone going to yield? Not really. Dave backs off after sending Josh wide there, so not a good couple laps for Josh that. Can he attack Dave again going into the last corner? No, not at the moment. So as it stands then, Paul is looking to make moves on them as well. So we've got Jake in the lead of this race. He's got a 1.2 second gap on Matty J. Matt's going to have to work really hard to close that gap down, because we know how quick Jake has been this evening. Narrowly missed out on the win in the last race. It's probably about as big a gap as we've seen all evening. Rob Fowler a further 1.3 behind. Oh, Matty J's made a mistake. Matty J has made a mistake. I just saw the car on the infield there. So Rob Fowler is going to have a look on the brakes here. Demon late braker. Rob Fowler is going to go round the outside. And he is going to get that move done. So Rob up into second place then in this race. You've got to say it's Jake's race to throw away now. 3.5 second lead. Oh, is Josh going grass tracking again on the exit of Bobby's, and here comes Paul looking for a way around both of them. Oh, Paul, he was trying to get a switchback done early there, but Dave's car was just there, nowhere he could have gone, so Josh at least making his way back past Dave and back up into 4th place in this race. Who else is it? Tom off the back of this group with Ben Hanks, John Walker, Harrison quite a way down as well still. Ross Parker right at the back. And he isn't doing 113s, he's obviously skipping the chicanes, so we'll have a look. Is Paul able to get a run there? I don't think he has actually. No, those guys staying line of stone at the moment. Oh, it's Rob Fowler as we look on the grass. Yeah, that was Ross spectating on the infield. And then wide again from Rob. So on the grass, Matty J has got the opportunity. He's going to go right around the outside and have the move done before the braking zone and turn, the last turn. And Jake onto the final lap then. Got a 4 second lead, so comfortable for him out at the front. Paul has made his way past Dave Rose as we've been looking at this. Rob desperately trying to find a way past Matty J. He's going to go for that outside line, which we have seen work on several occasions this evening. It looks like it's worked again as well. Rob can get the car stopped. give each other room through the S's. Good driving from both there. Matty J just clinging on through the exit. Can Rob do anything at the end of this straight? Doesn't look like he's close enough. So he's going to be banking on a run through the chicane at Bobby's to give him an opportunity into the last corner. Is he able to get the run? He looked pretty good, to be fair. Don't think it's going to be enough. No, not without a crazy lunge. So Jake Biggerstaff finally gets the victory this evening in front of Matty Johnston then and Rob Fowler. Josh is going to cling on to 4th place ahead of Paul, so a good result for him. In front of Dave Rose. There's Tom Simpkins in 7th. Ben Hanks comes home in 8th, so another top 10 for Ben. John Walker in 9th. And then there's just Harrison left running. Is he on the way? Should be coming round any time. Here he comes. So there's Harrison going round to complete the race and with it complete our series of the BMW Compact Cup, which has provided some excellent racing throughout the series. It's a shame the grid numbers have not quite been there at times, but yeah, there have been some excellent races through this season. And as I say, we'll be looking to move on to the TCR pack and the World Touring Cars, which will be starting in 3 weeks' time. So just go to our end page quickly, just to finish off then. So thank you to everyone who has viewed this evening. Do appreciate it. I appreciate when people are in the chat and that as well. As I say, more information that is due on our Discord for sign-ups and anything else that you need a hand with. We will be running ACC on Sunday. As I say, again, all the sign-ups and information you need are on our Discord. We're doing the Ferrari Challenge Evos at Mazzano. We've got a 20 and a 30-minute race, I believe, for them. Then we will be having some sort of fun evening next Wednesday on Assetto Corsa. Not sure what we're going to run yet. I think we'll just throw something together towards the evening. But we're going to do that for a couple of weeks, and as I say, then we'll have the proper calendar out for the TCR Championship. And then we'll be starting the Porsches as well soon. So we've got on Assetto Corsa Competizione, we have Porsche Carrera Cup, and it's, yeah, should be pretty epic. That the another one make series for us on ACC. We're just trying to be a little bit different from the rest of the crowds, you know, doing GT3s and that all the time. Yeah, Porsche Carrera Cup in the later Evo car. We've got Pro Silver Am categories. We're looking at doing a Teams Championship as well, so there's quite a lot to look forward to with that one. So go check us out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time. Bye for now.